Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me before I pass out. I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this place. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to?
Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy real life cleaning motivation. I always jam-pack my videos. I make them long, I'm very motivational, and I always keep it 100% real with the mess. So hit that subscribe button if you're new. Today we have a lot we are going to do. We are going to do a clean, declutter, and organize because it's the new year and I'm just really feeling like let's get rid of so much stuff. There's so much stuff to go through, so much stuff to just be done. I'm just ready. I know a lot of you are feeling that way too. Let me know in the comments down below if you've already started decluttering and organizing your house. Right now we're just working on the boys' room. I really just wanted to get in here and get the beds made, do a quick vacuum before I started with the big task. Some of the areas in my house that I really want to work on are, there's this closet downstairs. It's like a little tiny closet downstairs that I've been hoarding a lot of things for my cousin in. She has a little boy who is a year younger than Tristan, so I typically just give her all of my stuff as Tristan grows out of it. And that closet is so piled up. I need to just get a really big box and shove it in there and just mail it out to her. But that closet is a place where we're gonna work on it. So that's one of the places. Another place is the boys' closet. If you have been around, you've seen me hang, Tristan's shirts in there, and that closet is just, whew, it's bad. It's really, really bad, and it's starting to really bother me. So we're in my room now. We are going to clean the bed sheets because I've actually been having this random thing go on with my eye that I'll talk to you about in a little bit. So for Christmas, one of the things that I actually got from my in-laws is this jewelry box, which was Chris's grandmother's. And I love that they love to give us gifts from like family heirlooms because I love old pieces. I've always loved old pieces. My dream one day is to either own like an older house with like, craftsmanship and all of that. And then like, kind of like, of course, decorate it towards that. There's a few accounts I follow on Instagram. There's actually one girl that I follow and she built a house. She happens to be in South Carolina, which is where I am. But she built a house and made it look old. I mean, she literally went like antiquing and stuff, but her house is actually brand new, but she did like, older doors, older style trim. Her kitchen looks like an older kitchen. Like her house is a dream house, and I would love to be able to do that one day, or even just buy an older house. I would love to renovate an older house, but keep the touches to it, because a lot of these older houses that you see, people renovate them and make them very modernized, and that's not what I would do. I would just make it look new again, really. Keep it in its time era and make it look new again. So that would be a goal of mine one day. But I love when they give me old pieces because it goes towards the collection, so that one day when I do make that dream come true, I can start using those in the house. And of course, just having something meaningful is always amazing. So to briefly talk about my eye, I have very, very sensitive skin. I'm hyperallergenic. I mean, I'm allergic to so many things. I'm allergic to nickel. There's so many things. So I have been having an allergic reaction on my eye, and I think it's from a new like nighttime cream that I was using, eye cream, which was amazing. It's not the cream, it's me. It's really me. But I was using it, my eye like had a reaction to it. And then I noticed a few days after I stopped using it that my eye was having the same reaction again. I'm not using any new products, but then I was like, I have not washed my sheets in a while, and you know, I wear it at night, so it probably got on the sheets. So that's why I was like, yes, we are washing the sheets. I'm gonna run the robot vacuum in the bathroom because there's hair everywhere because I shed like crazy. What woman doesn't? And instead of me doing it, I'm just gonna have, you know, this little guy do it for me. Now we're gonna get moving on to some more laundry. Since the last time I've posted a video, I actually hit 20,000 subscribers, and I wanted to take a minute to thank all of you for subscribing and for sticking around, and to those of you who come back every week or every other week, for those of you who just come back in general, thank you so much. This was such a big milestone. I have had this channel now for 2 years. I had just hit my 2-year mark in November, and I'm so thankful, grateful, happy, excited. I cannot wait to see what the future holds. I cannot wait to see what the next year brings. And I'm just so incredibly grateful for you taking the time to subscribe to my channel and watch my videos and be here. And even if you don't leave a comment, even if you know you're kind of a silent watcher, I'm still incredibly grateful for those of you who watch my videos. This wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't have hit 20,000 if it wasn't for you being here. So thank you so much.
Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you
I'm gonna go and toss these on the door just to let them dry. They're not like really wet, they're just damp. Also, as you can tell, it is nighttime now. It was much later in the day. I wanted to be completely vulnerable and honest with you. As you know, I am all the time here, but the day had just gotten away from me. I was doing the school runs, I had to make dinner and everything, and I just didn't have as much time in this day as I thought I would have for some reason. And you know, at the end of the day, I kind of always get bummed whenever I don't get the stuff done that I want to get done. You know, it's kind of disappointing. I wanted to work on the playroom on this specific day, but I ended up having to wait for the next day, which is fine. It happens, but I do get down on myself sometimes and frustrated that I wasn't able to get everything done on my to-do list for that day. And I wanted to point that out and just be vulnerable and honest with you, because I know everybody struggles with this. It's hard whenever you're trying to juggle it all. You're trying to do it all. Chris was out of town for the week, and unfortunately I didn't have his help either, so I was doing it solo on my own, and I just wasn't able to get as much done out of the days as I wanted to, and it was very frustrating because I'm a very start something, want to finish it type of person in one shot. So you're gonna see me in a different outfit, and we're gonna move on to day 2 and just get everything else done that I wanted to get done on that first day. All right, this is the state of the playroom in its current condition. It's trashed from Christmas. We have a lot of toys that need to be reorganized. The playroom was already busting at the seams, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even want to buy anything for Christmas this year because I already knew we have too much stuff. And I just want to put that out there. I do know that we have a lot of toys and we have a lot of stuff, and that's why we are going to go through and declutter this room. I'm not going to not give my kids a Christmas though, or not give them a Christmas the size I want to give them, just because they already have so much stuff. I always feel like there's things that can be gone through and be donated and put out for good purposes, you know, like given to children who are less fortunate and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I try to do. I'm never going to take away from my children just because they've already got too much stuff. We find a purpose for the things that they don't utilize anymore. But that's mainly what I wanted to do on this day. And since Christmas, we really just hadn't gotten into this room and organized it and cleaned things up and really just taking care of this, because as you can tell, it is a crap show.
When you're falling back to ground again, how do you get up when your body's saying no? We've broken all that you have left. How do you take back what you've lost? All I need is another chance to get back up and make amends, yeah. Gotta let me try. All I need is another chance, this time will be different. Gotta let me try. You got to let me try. Leave the skyline hidden.
So my main goal in this room was to really start breaking things down into different sections. I wanted to make it as easy on myself as possible, because I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't dreading going through this room. I almost rather declutter any other room in this house than this room, to be completely honest, because there is a lot of stuff. Things were so unorganized, and I knew it was, it was a big job. It was a big task. So I wanted to put kind of everything in its home and get everything organized into sections, and then start breaking things through. And like, okay, we had a lot of baby toys, and if I'm being honest, we probably could have gotten rid of them a year ago, but I didn't, because of me. Because I just wasn't ready to yet. Like, Tristan is my last baby, and he is now 4 years old. We do not need these little baby toys anymore. He hasn't touched them in like a year or longer, but I was not ready to do that yet. So I just went ahead and just kept them. But a lot of these toys, like on the top shelf, I think the only one that they actually play with is that one that I left on the shelf, because like it's got the balls, you push the balls down with that little hammer thing and they fall through, and he loves playing with anything like that. So this toy I had gotten last year, and I'm getting rid of it because my children like to shove random things in it, to be honest. Things get stuck in it all the time. That's the only way they play with it, and I'm not having it. So we're getting rid of it. It's going.
Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home, don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending.
This is the toy basket from downstairs, and I brought this upstairs on Christmas Day because I wanted to just go through everything at once. And every few months I re-go through this basket and kind of just move things back upstairs that I don't want downstairs. I try to keep mostly Tristan, like his toys in this basket, or things I know he'll play with on a daily basis, because during the day it's just him and I mostly stay downstairs. Colby and Grayson are really, my two older ones are really the ones who hang out in the playroom the most, and Tristan doesn't come up here when it's just him. He only hangs out up here whenever the other boys are up here. So I like to keep his stuff in that basket, or mostly his stuff or whatever. So I knew I needed to go through it again. And then of course, like, there's just broken toys. Like, boys are rough, like they break things, but that's another reason why I wanted to go through all this stuff too, because I knew there was some broken toys, and then toys they don't play with anymore, and all that kind of stuff.
Come home with me, let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. It's all about us.
This basket is mainly used for their small toys, like their dainty little toys, so that they can easily find them, because of course if I put this size, like these little small toys, in that big toy basket, they will be lost indefinitely and never touched again. So I go ahead and put a lot of their smaller stuff in this basket, which I was hoping to go through this little basket and hoping that, you know, weeding out the broken toys or just things that I knew they wouldn't play with anymore, that would be enough to not make this basket overflowing anymore, because when I originally sought out to use this basket for this purpose, it wasn't overflowing. Now it is, because, you know, I swear we collect the small stuff, like little cars and stuff like that, because those are typically the cheaper things to buy at the stores. So throughout the year, we don't buy really expensive toys for our kids unless it's a big holiday. But then we end up buying all these little knick-knack toys because they're cheap. Why not? But now it's like overflowing. So I'm gonna have to come up, I think, with a better organization method for these toys. But for now, this will work.
No matter what they say, and we'll shout it out louder, prouder. Ain't no one gonna hold us down, 'cause you know that we're beautiful, just the way we are. Don't let them sell you all of their dirt.
Okay, some of the toughest part of the job is done now, and now that that's done, we're gonna put the toys back in here that we want to take for downstairs, that we know are more of Tristan's favorite toys. Of course, these are all pretty much Tristan and Grayson's toys since they're only 2 years apart, but they have different personalities. And of course, I'm sure you can understand if you have multiple children, they have, you know, some of them like this over here and some of them like this over here. So I usually just pick like his favorite toys and I put them in that basket. But as far as that TV that I just moved, we actually bought Colby I believe it was a 50-inch Samsung TV for Christmas. That was like his big gift this year. I try to do one big gift for all the children, but the TV was his big gift, and it works out pretty nicely because we had a bigger TV like that in here and it ended up breaking. I don't know how, it just stopped working one day. It was really old, so I'm not surprised, but I figured for Christmas, I was struggling with coming up with an idea for him because it's so hard at 16 coming up with like those big gifts for them at that age. So I figured, you know, he didn't like using the small TV to play his video games on the weekend. So I figured, you know what, I'll buy him a bigger TV and we'll call it the Playroom TV for now. But obviously in a couple of years, he's probably going to move out, whether he's going to, you know, whatever he does, if he decides to go to college, if he decides, whatever, he's probably going to move out within the next few years. So I figured this will be his TV. It'll stay in the playroom until he's ready to move out. And then when he leaves, he can take this TV with him.
You know that we're beautiful, just the way we are, just the way you are, oh, just the way you are.
I know we've been through a lot, holding hands while screaming at each other. And I don't know how to start, but I still love you like I do. It breaks my heart, no takes.
It's not that often that this toy box is completely emptied out, so I figured I would take the opportunity and get it vacuumed out because there's a lot of like dust and stuff on the bottom of this. But I also did want to let anybody who is wondering know that this toy basket is from Home Goods. I see them there all the time. They do round ones, they do square ones, they do smaller ones, they do big. They have them there all the time. But it is one of the most frequently asked questions I get, believe it or not, whenever I'm cleaning in this room. A lot of people always want to know where this basket's from, which I don't blame you because I love this basket. I love the aesthetic of it and everything. So I figured I would toss that in there just in case anybody was wondering.
I did it this time. Don't say we're drifting apart, I can't stay
Now we're gonna get the couch all cleaned up. I'm gonna fold up these blankets and put them away. We have acquired a lot of blankets up here lately. I don't know what's going on, but there's like a lot. And I usually put them in that little side table right there, but they're starting to not fit. So I might have to kind of declutter some of these blankets as well. But this is another frequent question I get too, is where did I get this side table? And this is from TJ Maxx. Yes, TJ Maxx, and I see them there all the time as well. This style is a lot like my coffee table, which is also from TJ Maxx. So I love it. I love the aesthetic of it. And this is an entire donate pile. So this isn't even just all of it. This is just a bulk of a lot of like the smaller things, but you guys will see how much I actually ended up donating. It is insane. Little intermission to switch up the laundry and get this stuff working, to take a little break from the decluttering and get the laundry done, because you know, it all needs to be done. If I'm not multitasking, what am I really doing? Because that's just my life. I'm always multitasking, and then I wonder why I can't complete a task, because I'm probably way too like all over the place trying to complete too many tasks at once. Let me know if you completely relate to that, because I know I can't be the only one.
Wanted to go as far as we ever could. So many years have passed, but even though we were
Okay, I got this little mat thing. It's a musical mat thing, so you turn it on and you like tap on it. It's like the piano one, you know. If you are a 90s or an 80s kid, you know what I'm talking about. Big, is that the name of the movie? Yeah, so it's like that. It's like a music one. I'm pretty sure I loved that thing more than my children did, so it was time to give it up and give it to somebody who is going to actually utilize it more than my children do.
they got down and we ended up sleeping at the worst motel somewhere. We had rashes for days. Do you remember that? In spite of everything that we lacked, nothing compares to the freedom we had. I would do it again.
We had actually hung a new TV mount for this TV, so everything kind of needed to be dusted off from the drywall. But I did want to say, I found the TV mount, this is the second one I've bought like this from Walmart, for like 20 bucks. I mean, it's pretty basic. It doesn't like, you can't like move the TV or tilt it or anything, but really, I mean, my kids don't need to do that. I also use the same mount for the smaller TV in our guest room, but $20, I mean, you really cannot beat that. So if you need a TV mount and you need to keep it budget friendly, Walmart is where it's at. We're gonna finish up this half of the room with a quick vacuum. Funny story, I charge my vacuum in the closet downstairs where everybody puts like their shoes and jackets and stuff. And my battery has never died on this vacuum since I've had it, and I've had it now for like 2 years. The battery on it has never died when I'm using it. Like, it's never died, not once. And when I was using it on this day, the battery literally died on me. And I was like, that's just not, there's no way, because I didn't even vacuum anywhere else. Like, there's just no way. So I went downstairs, and sure enough, somebody hit the plug and unplugged the vacuum. So when I had it sitting on the charger, it wasn't actually charging.
No, I wouldn't change anything.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer when you left, it was cold.
Okay, friends, this is the pile of donate. A lot of toys. We had 2 bags of, 1 bag of trash, 1 bag of donate, and then all of these toys. I actually felt really bad getting rid of this little car thing because Tristan still loves it. He loves it. I think out of sight, out of mind type of thing, like not gonna notice it's gone, but he plays with it all the time, but he's way too big for it. I mean, he was too big for it at 2 years old because he's such a big baby, but I felt really bad getting rid of it, but it was time. It's time to just get rid of the baby stuff.
And I couldn't really make you stay, so what to do? I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself. Now and then I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you for so long. I met you in the You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong.
And of course, we're gonna complete this with finishing up the last little bit of laundry that we have. Y'all should be so proud of me. I did not leave any laundry in the dryer today. I really just wanted to get all of my stuff out, get it organized. I don't know, I've just been feeling like I really want to get organized and get things decluttered and get things put away. And really lately too, it just feels really good to have things in their home. And I knew if I kept this laundry sitting in the dryer, I'm gonna be digging through the dryer for the next 3 days. So instead, I'm gonna put it in the closet where I can visually see it and visually pick from it.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter.
I would love to hear what you're decluttering in your house or what your decluttering goals are for this year. I know a lot of us are starting off the new year strong and trying to get a lot done. So I would love to know what you have planned. Maybe you'll give me some really great ideas too, because sometimes I feel like there's spaces that I want to declutter and I don't realize it until I start digging through those spaces, like random closets and stuff, medicine cabinets. And I saw my friend Ashley doing her bathroom the other day, and she was going through like all of her old makeup products and her like hair stuff and whatnot. And I was like, I really need to go through all of my old makeup stuff. Like that is an area I probably need to declutter as well. Probably go through my medicine cabinet and get rid of all of my expired medicine as well. So let me know what you guys have on the list. All right, friends, here is a good after shot. I feel so much better now that this room is done, organized. We made so much more room for other things, maybe a bit more organizing, but I'm just so happy with getting this one task done. Can't wait to move on to the next one. Thank you so much for choosing to click on this video. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up. That really helps my channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
I told him I can be a fighter.